Hey, hello, friends. This is the final entry and a brief coda on you know of and a brief coda on the Sacramento Diaries. Sorry for the delay, but when I get back from a trip that's longer than say 2 days, everything that I have to deal with when I come back sort of doubles up on me, and that occupies a great deal of my time. Such are the joys of adulthood. You know, I did try to record day 3 Sunday, but the microphone on the phone I was using kept cutting out, and you know. And that's what messed up the second entry, and I should have watched the video before doing that. My bad. The problem is that when I watch my stuff, I have this strange aversion to the sound of my own voice. I don't like the sound of my own voice. People try to, when they do impressions of me, they make me sound like I'm, an imbecile, and so I don't like the sound of my own voice. But now here's a recap of what happened on Sunday, that last day. It was officers' elections. Electing people to the California Executive Committee, or XCOM. And that's my favorite part of conventions. Out with the old, in with the new, and all that. And it's a new regime. A new era has started. It was a clean Mises Caucus sweep. Most of our candidates were unopposed. Some of them were even elected unanimously. The best the opposition could come up with was some lame, NODA, none of the above campaign against Adrian Malagon, who was running for chair of California. And I gotta say, one of the best parts of that event, after Adrian Malagon's victory was announced, was watching the Hanford Mafia, which is our name for the loser brigade out here in California, because they're all clustered down in Kings County, and Hanford, which is the seat of Kings County. They all got up, out of their chairs, unasked their seats, and left the room. Now, I know we should be gracious in victory, that we should be generous to our vanquished opponents, but not in this case. After the dishonorable and despicable way in which those people have acquitted themselves for the past 2 years, I'm not going to be extending any olive branches to them. I doesn't mean I'm going to be getting into online beefs with them. I'm not going to go out of my way to do that, but I'm just going to ignore them if they engage me, I'll just tell them off and block them and move on. Because, the caucus wars are over, and it's time to move forward to more constructive pursuits. The Sunday speaker, Joe Quirk, addressed an interesting topic called seasteading. It's something I've, been interested in since I was a kid. Being a science fiction fan and all that. Would I want to live out in the middle of nowhere with my family and kids? Probably not, but I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind having a like a summer home out there in the ocean on some platform. And maybe spending my my retirement in such a place. Then there was the post-meeting executive committee meeting. They passed a 2-sentence resolution that I wrote condemning the office of the district attorney of Stanislaus County for its refusal to seek justice in the homicide of Paul Chavez, for refusing to seek criminal charges against Officer Sam Muncie because it was an affront to justice. It was a gross dereliction of duty, and that passed unanimously. And it was a very proud moment of my life, and I was very happy to deliver that good news to Paul Chavez's widow, Brittany. After everything else, I got my my picture with both Spike Cohen and Larry Sharp. Then we had a night on the town. We walked through old Sacramento, walked right past the world's largest potato, or is it a potato? Had dinner at a place called Sauced. Took a great group picture there, and it was like I said, the whole thing was just a wonderful experience. It was a peaceful, a peaceful exchange of a peaceful change in leadership, a peaceful transition, a new era is beginning. Everything is just looking bright. There was one small, there was only one low end to the whole weekend, though. The Saturday night gala. This damned thing would not stay on my collar. It kept slipping off. It kept malfunctioning. And it ruined a group photo with the other the other California Mises board members. And like I said, I feel really, really bad about it. I did. It was off. Somebody did offer to Photoshop it and change it so it wouldn't be like this and be more like this, but it's too late. Too many people saw it, and the last thing I want or need is the headache of Bowtie Gate being the first scandal of the Mises-led California Libertarian Party. So that picture stays as is. Needless to say, I'm getting some new bow ties. I ordered a set of 4 off Amazon. But now it's now that it's all over, we're going back to our affiliates. We're shifting the focus back to what we're doing for liberty locally. I'm still continuing my anti-war demonstrations, my peace demonstrations at Modesto's busiest intersection, first Friday of each month. I'm still going to do the ice cream and liberty socials. And then there's the Thomas Jefferson dinner, which is something that I started in 2021, and and it's something I really want to keep going. And the really cool thing about the Thomas Jefferson dinner is that it's not going to be like the Lincoln dinners that Republicans do, or the dinners that the Democrats do. It's not going to be $100 a plate fundraiser. It's just going to be a casual dinner at an affordable restaurant that would be accessible to the general public. And that's what I really want to come across to the general public in Stanislaus County, is that the Libertarian Party, we're not the champions of a specific class or a specific race. We want everyone united in the struggle for liberty, and that means being accessible to the people. That's our base. Everyday Americans, not millionaire trial lawyers, which is the base of the Democrat Party, or or and this is probably specific to the GOP here in Central California. Our base is not these agribusiness yuppies who drive around in oversized pickup trucks while pretending to be gentlemen farmers when they take fat subsidies and do nothing with the land. All right, now for those of you who are new to the channel, I do have other content on here. I do random thoughts. I try to do it as regularly as I can. But life happens, and sometimes it's weeks before I can shoot an episode. Sometimes it's months. But I'll try to do it more often. There's also Convo, which is where I and a guest have a freewheeling conversation about sundry topics. And my favorite one so far is the one with that I did with Teresa Gossert. I really hope she does her own stuff on YouTube. Well, anyway, enough of my jawing. and jibber jabbering. It's just thought I'd give everyone a brief update while I still have the free time to do so, and I love you all, and I'll see you again soon.